Hey guys, Ray Reed here for the very first Freedom Friday. I wanted to share with you guys why your planner doesn't make you a time management master. You know, for years, I used to have a planner and I would sit down every Sunday night and I would spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, in some cases an hour, writing into my schedule, into my daily planner, everything that I wanted to do. And I spent so much time filling in 15-minute blocks, 30-minute blocks. And by the end of the week, the next Sunday, when I sat down to fill out my schedule for the following week, I would look back on my last week. And what I found was that most of the time, I didn't do any of the shit in my calendar. So I started to learn that I kept overwhelming myself with trying to follow this rigid schedule. And by the way, if you can do this, if you can write everything that you want to do down in your calendar and you can look at the end of the week and you did all of it or close to all of it, more power to you, that's awesome. But that's not me. And I don't think that's many other people. What I found was a lot more effective was focusing on one thing or a handful of things that were the most important to me. So I challenge you guys to not focus on filling your entire schedule up and trying to do so many things or having a super long to-do list of 20, 30 items for a week or 7, 8, 9, 10 things in a day, and start to think about what's the most important thing for you to get done. And that might not be the most urgent thing or the housekeeping, but you can ask yourself one question each morning is, if I only did this one thing today, would I win the day? Would I feel like I won the day if I were to complete this one thing? So Jim Collins talks about, he says, if you have more than a few priorities, you don't have any. And so now what I do, my new system is that I do use a Google Calendar for all of my reoccurring events and whatnot, but on a daily basis, I take out a 3x5 index card and I might jot down on the backside a list of things that I do need to get done that day. Maybe it ends up being 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. But then I'll go through that and I'll ask myself, what one thing on here will make the rest of them easier or completely unnecessary? I'll also ask myself, what on this list have I been putting off for the longest time? A lot of times that's what we need to do most. In some cases, if we've been putting it off and we're getting by putting it off, it might not be necessary at all. Just take it off your list altogether. But getting back to the point, guys, on winning each and every single day, I would go through that list and then I would come up with a list of 1, 2, maybe 3 items max. And I would put on my 3x5 index card on the other side and I would focus on getting the number one thing done, and I would try to do it before lunch. So if you get the most important activity done first, you can do all your housekeeping and other shit afterwards. And I guarantee you'll get more done. You'll be more productive on a daily and weekly basis if you're focusing on that one thing. So some questions to ask yourself is, do you know what's most important? Do you know the single activities and tasks that are going to create 80% of the results? There's an 80-20 rule, right? 20% of the activities create 80% of the results. And you can do this for a lot of different things. So my question to you guys is, do you know what's most important in your life? Do you know what's most important in your business? And are you focusing on that, or are you putting it off? Are you filling up your planner with things to do that don't really matter, or are you focusing on one task each day to get the most out of your day? And like I said, guys, I can guarantee you will double, if not triple, quadruple, or 10x your results based on doing the one most important thing. So I hope that helps you guys. And I'll see you guys next week for the next Freedom Friday. Thank you.